EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Already.
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Watch to the right, watch to the right. Wide zone.
From the gun, here's Stroud. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline
into space. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. A gain of 48.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Now Matthew Wright to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pushed out to his left.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Jacksonville. In motion, Reed. He'll drop to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. And he will score! Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Over. What's the house? 18. What's up? Hey, south.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
At the 43-yard line.
Over.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Flushed to his right. escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Stroud. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Throwing is Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, awful play call there. This one is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready? Ready? Come back to 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Bang on the Broncos. Buffalo 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, and why Tony?
To throw, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. Inside the 25. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. A big play for Jacksonville. 53 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 19 seconds. 19. That's it.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Back to throw. Stroud. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Texans first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Houston.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Tootin. And this will gain a couple of yards. up to the 22-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Then he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Craig and I, back from Houston. In a moment, they'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. In motion comes Thomas. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away as he's standing right around his own goal line. Taken at the 19. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. To throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud forced out wide. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's incomplete.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Adams. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. This is 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. From the gun, here's Stroud, rolling right, and he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 3rd and 11. To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here comes a return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. On the give, it's 2. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Right back to Tipton. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third down, 3 to go.
Come on. Hey. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 40, 70. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Knoll that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Stroud going to set up to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. This pass complete to Jalen Knoll. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Third and goal.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you had no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
Oh, boy. South.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Moving outside the pocket. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. George Pickens. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd-rounder.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st-rounder. I'll tell you what. Whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Oh,
Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Noel. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll let this go for Pickens. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Forced out wide. He's going to look downfield once again. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitting slant there. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Stroud. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down for Houston. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
19 Texas.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Good play call. Terrible execution. That one is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling.